What up, guys? Welcome to the sickness. Here we are live. I got in trouble by, thanks to the incorrigible Goat Slayer, I got in big trouble, guys, during a previous video. I got a little frozen. I got a little googly-eyed on one of the cosplay pictures that I always go. You know how I go from A to Z publishers, and when we get to Dynamite, it's like this hour session because there's 1,000 covers. But I got stuck on a Red Sonja cover there for a minute, and I got in trouble. So this trouble has brought you guys something super special. So I'm super excited to bring our guest, Steph, the Amazon cosplayer. Here we go. Hi.
Hi.
So you guys, Steph has a little, her computer was having a hard time, so she's on the phone, so it's hard for her to see. Of course, we only want her looking at me anyway, but there's going to be questions coming and stuff like that. I'll get them answered for you guys. But I wanted to say thank you so much for letting us have an opportunity to talk to you, because I love cosplay. I mean,
well, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
It's a little weird, not because it's a little weird, not because of the fact that I got caught on the previous video, but more the fact that, like, this is like our first date, and I've never done a date live like this. So, in front of a bunch of people, isn't that weird for you too?
Yeah, but I'm happy to be here. So this is great. I was so excited about all of this. So
me too. Me too. So I got a lot of questions for you. And I really appreciate that you went full out and you got your Red Sonja gear on. It's pretty dope. We all love Red Sonja. So there's a lot of people want to marry you already in the chat and all this other stuff, but we'll get to that. There's a bunch of other shows going on right now, so a lot of people catch us on the rewind too. But I guess my first question, I think my big, and if you have questions for me later, go ahead. But I just want to get right into it. Like, my first question to you is, how do you get on? I think a lot of cosplayers want to know this too. How do you get on a cover, especially for Red Sonja or Dynamite or something like that? What happened exactly?
Well, I'm kind of, I'm a 6 foot tall woman.
Is that why you go by Amazon cosplayer?
Yes, because I'm legitimately an Amazon, and I'm not like a petite 6 foot that's super skinny. I mean, and I grew up playing sports and everything, and I do a pretty good Wonder Woman. But yeah, so I decided that Red Sonja was another one that I was going to end up doing pretty early on. Actually, it just took a really long time to figure out how to make this. And I had started posting and tagging the Red Sonja on Instagram account. And when you hashtag it and everything, they start seeing it, they started sharing it. And then I also started doing Vampirella. And then suddenly they reached out to me. And I think they actually were interested in me being Vampirella, but I don't have any high resolution pictures of that. So that was kind of complicated. So I was like, well, it could be one or the other. I'm going to go with my Red Sonja because I have some pictures that I can use for that.
So you sent them the pictures you already had done. They didn't send anybody out to do anything?
Yeah, I already had the picture. It's a funny story because the picture that's being used was a picture. So I met Nathan Szerdy.
Yeah, a good friend of mine.
Yeah, and he was like, oh my God, you're such a Red Sonja. Like, I want to use you for like body modeling type of stuff. And he had me do some poses, and my friend who photographed me did a horrible job, and they weren't at all like the sketches. And that picture is actually one of the pictures that he took that another friend of mine, Extreme Ghost, went ahead and just edited in the background.
Yeah, the backgrounds are cool too, because I saw a different background for that picture too, like with a bunch of skulls, I think.
I did that at it. That was me.
Dope. I don't know
what I'm doing, but I was having fun.
No, it's cool. I really like that one. And then I went back to the original. I'm like, oh my God, it's not the same background. But yeah, does he, I can't remember, does he live in Florida too? Or was it something?
He does, but he's further north.
Yeah, he's a goofball. I love him. But his pinup is the best in the biz. There's no doubt about that. But forget him. I don't care about him right now. So, and I can tour your Instagram and stuff and show some different pictures and stuff in a minute. But another question I had is, like, what I've realized through most of cosplayers is like their husbands or boyfriends are like their managers. Is that something?
Well,
Are you
I'm divorced.
okay?
So,
All right.
so no, it's basically me and some friends. I have some photographer friends now, but some of the friends that are not photographer friends, it's complicated for them to take
Yeah, I
pictures
bet.
because you don't really. I love them, by the way. They're like awesome, and I appreciate when they do help me. I think I need to figure out how to use, the little Bluetooth thing and do it myself for a lot of stuff. And then with COVID and all that, there hasn't really been a bunch of shoots. I have asthma, exercise-induced asthma, but it still puts me at risk. So I've been self-isolating, but I have like a million cosplays right now that need to be shot.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. Like I have asthma and I'm overweight. I mean, you're not, but I'm nervous. I'm like, I don't want to get it. It's so stupid, but whatever.
It's not stupid. I mean, I'm not willing to risk my life, and you shouldn't be either by being careless. And even though it sucks and it's a little bit isolating, I have my dog.
I'm going absolutely nuts. But yeah, for you, it probably gives you more time. The other question I thought was like a lot of cosplayers, I think maybe the majority and yourself, we were talking about it for a second earlier. I think you mentioned something about it. You design all your
No, not all of them.
Did you design that?
This I did. And the holiday Red Sonja I did. And I'm working on another Red Sonja that's a scale mail version, but it's a little bit different.
So
but this one I did. It took forever, and my hands and my nails were like destroyed after doing it.
So is that like real chain link? Like
it is.
Where do you get that from? Like a scuba diving suit or something weird?
It's the ringlord.com, and they have amazing stuff, and they have like everything you could possibly imagine. Sweet. And you can always buy like prefab stuff, but it just took me forever to figure out, especially with the bottom and even the top, like the right angle for how I want to make the triangles, because I'm not a petite thing. And if I had done just like a regular straight thing, it's like, yeah, my crotch should be showing. And some people want that. I don't want that. So.
Well, I noticed in the picture, I was like, right below, there's not much showing that, like, there's not much coverage there.
Yeah, there's even less on the top, but
Well, I guess you probably have a pretty good leg up, I guess, being taller. For a lot of the, most superhero girls or whatever, they're tall. They're like Wonder Woman. I'd be really love to see that. Actually, we'll look at your Instagram or your pictures in a minute, whichever one you think's best for me to like look up and show some stuff. But like, do you do the whole like circuit? You know how the artists do the circuit with cons? Do you do the same thing? I mean, is this your like main thing?
No. So I just started doing cosplay maybe like a little over 2 years ago. So it became a fun thing that I thought about doing more full time, but I was like, I'm not really a competitive person. And when I started thinking about like making it a career and to do all the circuits, I love going, by the way. That's like my thing, is to go and take pictures with the kids. Like that's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
I love going to the cons and running into people that I know that I don't get to see otherwise. But yeah, I don't like that competitiveness, and I don't like to have that pressure to constantly putting something new out, and I'm still learning how to do a lot of things.
Well, I think
the first thing I did was leather, because apparently I like to, I don't know, I'm just like a little bit of a masochist or something, I don't know. And then I did this, and then I did scale mail. Like I can't do anything simple if I'm gonna make it. But I really enjoy going to the cons, but I haven't actually gone to a con outside of Florida. It's on my list.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, that's amazing too, because a lot of the other cosplayers, I mean, this is all they do. This is all they do. Like, it's competitive, like you said, and you got to cover like pretty fast. Sounds like. I mean, I know it's been a couple
I'm very
years.
fortunate.
Yeah. I'm curious. Like, well, first of all, let me say your friend, Mr. Goat Slayer, he says best booty bump pose partner ever. What exactly does that mean? Is that like for you and him at cons? You said you had seen him.
No, when we met, he was a Green Ranger, Deadpool kind of thing going on, and I was Wonder Woman from like Justice League style, and I'm like, and did the booty bump from I guess Deadpool 2. So we both kind of were like, with the booty bump.
Yeah, okay. I get it now. Well, let me see. They're like saying I'm hogging the screen and all that. Here, let me just do it. I guess they want a little close-up pose of you or something. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if there we go. So again,
sorry, it's on a phone. I was having so many different issues with the computer. It's not like it's a work thing.
That's okay. I just want to give them a little of what they want, I guess. I mean, I know I've nothing to look at. I'm gonna look up. So what did you think when you like saw the I'm gonna look up your thing right now, okay? So but when you saw me like sitting there like frozen in time for a second, is that like a normal reaction for
the first thing I did was I went back to Matt and I said, is that normal? Like, or is it bad? I'm like, is it bad? Is it normal? Is it good? I'm like, what does that mean?
I thought it was good. Oh, I put your name in and then yours. Oh, that Wonder Woman right at the beginning is really cool. All right, let's see here. I'm going to share the screen. I know it'll be hard for you to see. But I do have more questions for you and stuff. Okay, so what I've done is, because you're on the phone, I've shared your Amazon cosplayer from Instagram. So we see your Wonder Woman little picture, which is really cool. And you guys, I put all our links in the description too. Oh, look, you shared my little picture. Oh,
I did.
My little picture looks horrible. Okay, so let's see these pictures. I want to look at some. So what is this? Scream?
It's Black Canary.
Oh, my bad. I made a mistake. Okay. Let's see. Well, I'm just going to go. And what's that? The same, or is that just like.
Yeah, that's the same. It was just, I'm like I said, I have all these like cosplays that I really haven't been taking pictures of them yet. So it's on my docket to do them starting this weekend, getting more done. Because I just put these up this past weekend, I believe.
So is that your natural hair color, the blonde?
No.
Okay.
My natural hair color is more brown.
I'm looking around. Let's find your natural. Okay, so this. Oh my God. Sorry. Who is this?
That was a Morticia Adams drawing.
No, I gotta get to your Morticia. I just kind of strolled through, and I'm a big Morticia fan. Like, I don't know what it is about like dark and death that gets me going. Like
you know what? This was supposed to be my year of evil, by the way. That's my Zantana hat that I just gotten, by the way. It's literally right here.
That's sweet. That's your normal hair there, right there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my normal hair.
All the dudes in here are going crazy. Okay. Oh, I wanted to talk to you about something else too in a second, but I'm going to flip through some of these pictures really fast. Are you going to be mean to your dog in this picture? Oh, it's not
no.
a Dalmatian, so.
He's going to help me get the puppies.
It's not a Dalmatian, so you're good. That's your dog that's running around in the house?
Yeah, he's actually next to me in the crate right now to keep him from bringing toys to me.
Do you just find yourself dressing up and going to the mall? Like,
I do to concerts a lot.
Cosplay to a concert?
Okay, when COVID wasn't happening, I was definitely like wearing corsets and stuff just for fun because they're fun.
In the house? Oh, before. Okay.
Before. By the way, that was my first full build. It was my Winter Wonderland, as I called her, because it was for a Hallmark, so holiday themed Wonder Woman.
Man, I always trip out about the eye things because I freak out when anything gets near my eyes. But those are cool.
Yeah, and it actually lit up. I don't know if you can tell, but
your eyes lit up?
No, the gauntlets. I had like little, so I could do this and light up.
Well, I'm looking at your ice cold eyes. Those little.
Oh, the contacts.
Yes, the contacts. That's really awesome. Oh, there you go. That lights up. Yeah, you're super beautiful. Oh, you would be. Yeah, you are a perfect Wonder Woman. It's so fitting.
But see, I become like this big when you take me from a distance. It's like I become mini because I'm so tall to get me all in frame. It's just ridiculous.
So, you know, another thing we were talking about, like I was asking you what other things you're doing, and you said you were working on a Lady Death.
A Lady Death. Yeah, so this was supposed to be my year of evil. I have some dark Wonder Womans that I wanted to do. I wanted to do the Darkest Night or the Blackest Night Wonder Woman, and I also wanted to do Witching Hour Wonder Woman. And yes, Lady Death was part of my year. It was supposed to be the year of villains, though.
It is the year of the villains, actually, for the comic book wise.
But it's kind of fun being a little bit evil. Like when I did my kind of closet cosplay of Poison Ivy, I just adore it. Oh yeah, and that's supposed to be Dark Captain Marvel, and I have that done upstairs too.
That's sweet. Is that stuff like? Can you wait? Is that painted on you, or is that?
No, that's actually I had a Zentai suit made, and I've actually you can't tell in that because I didn't paint it yet, but all the red parts I painted to kind of make it pop a little bit more.
Yeah, that's dope.
Thank you.
Total dress up. I get it. I mean, I get it.
It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I wear a different like hat every day or something. Oh man, so you're pirating. Oh, you're about to get bit by somebody.
Yeah, that was the last time I was out at like something fun. It was the Ren Fest down here.
Yeah, they come here too. Do they do every state?
Yeah, I think they have them in every state.
Is that a tattoo on your ear? Is that a real tattoo?
It is.
Is it a real tattoo?
It is a real tattoo.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what is it?
It's supposed to be a butterfly. He kind of screwed up, but I still like it.
I just can't see because it's on my screen. I'm trying to find. Oh my gosh! So what happened there? They're like, who drew that?
It's Fernando. I had the link in the picture. I always wanted. I love the Star Sapphire Wonder Woman. But that's an outfit that I would need to have painted on me for sure. So I enlisted him to draw it for me.
Fernando Kilberio. Oh, there you go. There's your classic. I'm sorry. I'm just going to keep going. I like
Hey, enjoy.
Oh, there you go. There's your Poison Ivy. Like I would say things like I was like pose questions to my people when I'm doing a preview and I see a really pretty cover or something. I'm like, if you were in the forest and you walk up on this, what do you do? Like
that was my campy Ivy, like from the Batman movie pose. The whole like, you caught me.
I love that. That's dope.
But yeah, I have some new Poison Ivy too that I'm excited to do. I probably will take some pictures this weekend for it.
So I was gonna say, I mean, I don't know. I can't say that I could. So there was the original picture, and then they kind of moved it around, and then you did some different.
That was a different one that I took for Nathan. That was also not accurate to his sketches.
Yeah, I want to see what Szerdy sketch he did. Was it one that they published, like Comic Elite or something?
It was, but it's actually like my picture, but the sword was on the other side.
Okay, and that's this year. I know I've seen it. I gotta.
Yeah, it was supposed to be released at C2E2, or it was.
Oh, look at that! That's good too. I think I remember that when it was all the different Red Sonja covers. I can't find your mortician. Oh, is this the vamp you were talking about?
Yeah, I've got a couple of Vampirellas, so that's one of them.
I don't like to like. I can be critical a lot on like certain cosplay covers, and people know me for that. I mean, that's just gorgeous right there. Like,
thank you.
Like I see this and I think, why is this not on? And not to knock the other girls, but I'm very confused. I hope
to do a shoot with that. The thing is that is actually a really low resolution picture, and there was really nothing I could do about it.
Yeah, but it's really good. Those teeth look real.
I know. They were like $1 on Amazon.
Are you serious? I need some of those. I was, oh my God. It's weird doing an interview with you and then at the same time going, damn. Like, I like want to come
Well, I'm
home.
glad you approve of the pictures though, because that's the whole point, is to have fun and be appreciated in doing what I'm doing, right?
Yeah, but that if I just pass this. Let's see. No, they're all good. It looks like you have a lot of fun. It really does. And if that's like your main goal, and I think it's great because every picture seems like you're having a lot of fun. I see a lot of serious pictures out there, but oh my gosh.
Yeah, I love that picture. That picture was actually taken by my friend, the Extreme Ghost, that's in the background, that's on the cover. He took that picture and then I futzed with it. But that was actually just a con photo.
That totally looks like a toy or statue. It's crazy.
Thank you.
Well, is that good? Yeah, you're welcome. That is
that's the goal, right? The goal is to, I mean, by the way, when I wore this to the con, he caught me. That was the very first time I wore the outfit. I was so ridiculously nervous. I'm like, I don't know if people are even going to know who I am, and I don't know what I'm doing. And so, yeah.
So you go with the, I mean, like you said, you have a new wig, but you like this for the pictures. Most of them are the straight hair, right?
Yeah, well, I just got this one, so I thought I would try it out, even though it keeps falling in my face.
No, it looks good. Yeah, you do a really good Red Sonja. Like, okay, I can't do this.
That's my natural hair, though.
Oh my gosh. I'm just so curious on the type of comments you get on your site and stuff.
You know, I think because I am 6 foot, I think a lot of people, oh, by the way, she was by far the most fun to cosplay as at a con, because I had actually broken my foot there. And I don't know if you've seen Glow, but I was walking around the whole time like, you weak Americans with your cosplay. It's like, what is it? We Russians only do things 100%. If character break leg, we break leg. It was a lot of fun.
I love getting in character too. Like when I do something, I turn into that person. People hate it.
Oh, but it's so fun.
But like, it's not like I'm running around town doing it. It's like I'm doing it in the camera, and they can't get away. They can leave. Mostly they'll just yell at me and tell me, "Oh, here we go." Okay. So, yeah, that's a really sexy Morticia. I know you. I don't. Oh, that right there. Oh man, I love the Addams Family. I don't know. This interview might be turning.
So wait, here's Theo.
What was that?
My dog.
Hey, puppy.
He's right here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think you know, for being so new and the fact that you've got a Red Sonja already and the option. Oh, back to Lady Death. If you do Lady Death, definitely send me some images because I'm pretty good friends with Brian Polito. And I mean, I'm not saying that something would happen, but it's very, oh my God, what is that? This isn't even cosplay. What is this?
I was messing around and I put on a corset and I was like, you know, I could see me doing Black Canary. That's actually what was inspired me to do Black Canary.
Oh my God. Well, you really seem like a lot of fun. And your pictures really show, you can really see it in the pictures, in your expressions and what you're doing. You're really enjoying it. At least that's my tip. What is going on here? Is that was all paint? You're washing it off?
It was paint, and I was washing it off. And I thought it was a really cool picture because it took forever for my friend to paint me, and he's awesome, but it took forever. And I was like, all I could think about was getting in that shower, and I was like so exhausted. And I think my expression says it all, and there's nothing really showing. And I just felt that that was like a great end of the day shot that he took.
Oh, there you go. So this is the paint.
Yeah.
That had to be fun.
Yeah. That was me making my own cover.
Yeah, you're perfect for it. I mean, I'm surprised that's not a cover.
I'm happy with what I'm not complaining whatsoever. Hopefully I'll get to do more.
So this is it right here, right? With
That's the one that's the same pose, and that was me messing around.
Yeah, I like the skulls though.
I know. I did too. I was like, yeah, that seems about right.
Well, that's really sweet. I don't want to keep going through these. We could do this for an hour. let me get you back in here. Let's see.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed them.
Oh man, I enjoy them constantly. So I'm just really excited that you decided to come on. I did have another question.
Sure.
You mentioned that you had ran for office.
That is correct.
Okay, so
am I allowed to curse on here?
You can do whatever. Well, you can. Yes, just
because F this crap that's going on. That was part of the reason I ran. That and people asked me to, but it actually is what got me into cosplay. So in that way, it's
running.
Cool.
Running got you into cosplay?
Well, during the whole, I don't know how many people remember the whole, like, I'm sure everybody remembers the whole Me Too, Roy Moore stuff that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I decided that we should have an uplifting event to discuss kind of like historically what got our culture to this tipping point. I mean, it seems like so long ago now that this even happened, considering all the chaos. But I thought it would be really great to discuss what got us to the tipping point, kind of what people can do when they're in these situations to de-escalate them.
Yeah.
And then what you can do after to heal and what we can do as a society to move forward. And I decided to call it Wonder Woman Rise because I felt that she embodied a lot of the characteristics that people should have to be able to deal with these types of things. And between the sisterhood and camaraderie, and by the way, this is not just for women, this is like across the board. It's that type of camaraderie and sisterhood, manhood, whatever. I don't know what the other side of that would be, but also that there's compassion still, but strength. There's this underlying strength and intelligence, and there's all the things, these characteristics that she has that I felt people need to embrace to deal with these types of things. And so I actually had purchased my first, I guess, outfit to dress up in. It was a Wonder Woman outfit. It did not come on time. And because I got up dressed up as Wonder Woman, and I had a whole bunch of other women behind me, and I had, like, you know, some trans and everything, and different women of color. It was just a big community of women all dressed as Wonder Woman. We all told a little bit of a story. But my outfit didn't come on time, so I ended up having to rent an outfit. And then I had it for SuperCon, which I was going to go to, and I was like, well, let's see what happens. And I got interviewed that day, and it was like crazy madness. I couldn't, like, walk around much, and somebody approached me. They're like, you know, you should consider doing cosplay. You'd be really good at it. Even though I had met the guy who played Flash Gordon, I'm forgetting his name right now. He told me that I should do cosplay, and I was like, what, are you crazy?
Well, you were like his height. He's like
Sam Jones, right?
Yeah, I think so. He's pretty tall
yeah,
guy.
But yeah, like but that was actually my introduction to cosplay, because I had this outfit that didn't come in time for a political event that I was doing. I didn't mean it to be doing it because I was running. I was doing it to try and empower people who have been in these situations and haven't known how to deal with them.
So let me ask you this, because this is kind of interesting to me. So you didn't do how did you go from, like, okay, you want to organize an event? This was before you were decided to run for office?
It was when I was running for office.
So, but like, did you just come out of nowhere and run for office, or who were you before? Who were you before?
So, all right, so I think part of the reason I identify with these strong women characters is because I'm super feminist. I don't really take a lot of crap from a lot of people. And I ended up doing, I'm sure everybody remembers, the Women's March. People might get mad because I'm doing this, but I was the lead organizer for the Women's March down in South Florida. We had about 25,000 people show up. And the whole idea of me doing it was because I first of all, I hadn't been politically active and I hadn't been motivated to do any of those types of things. But I was just upset at a lot of the rhetoric on both sides of the election. And so I wanted to do something to heal our community and get people involved, because how are you going to solve problems? You need to get people involved, right? So I put on an event, and it was all about speaking about the different issues that we face as women in South Florida, but I did not allow anybody to even talk about Trump or about Hillary, because it wasn't about that to me. It was about healing the community and bringing us together and getting involved. So I had like nonprofits there, and so 25,000 people showed up. After that, because I came out of nowhere to do it, and the head of the ACLU was like, "This is like the most organized event I've ever been to," and he was like 90.
So they saw you and they said, "Wow, this person organized all this and did all this is amazing." And then they said, "Let's talk. Let's see if we can get you to
right."
run."
But it was not the party. I'm not for the party. I'm independent in that way. I mean, in Florida, you kind of have to register because it is closed primaries, and if you don't register for a party, the problem is that you always end up with the establishment choices, right? So I was running under a party, and they did not want me to run for the party. They did not want me to run, period. And they did a lot of not so cool stuff.
Did it have to do with the cosplay part of it, or like?
No, because I was at the end.
Okay.
I was at the very end of it. It was they just knew that they weren't going to control me. I actually had bipartisan support. I had donors from both parties because they knew that they knew that I understood the issues specifically in South Florida and what we face, being somebody that's native to South Florida, but also that after speaking with me that I could see solutions. And they knew that I wasn't about a party, that I was about the people and helping people. And people are tired of lawyers. I mean, look at lawyers come in and they muck things up more. Like, we got to get back to some simpler things in a lot of ways and be for the people and have representation again.
I get it. Like, whether you're Republican or Democrat, it doesn't matter. We all know that one side wants one thing and one side wants another. But you were saying, look, both parties looked at it and said, "Oh, those are interesting ideas," but it wasn't like going one way or another. They wanted someone to be locked down one way or the other, right? You were just trying to heal the community and bring up stuff with answers. And that's probably why it turned into such a big event and why you got a lot of looks and people saying that and all that. And that's awesome. That's awesome. So, I think it is. I mean, I wish there was more like that, but a little mix so we could get a lot more things done that actually mean something.
The problem is that, there's, after running, I'm going to say there's not that much difference between the parties. I don't even want to be talking about this because now they're and all that, but I did want to say this. The reason it's important, at least in Florida, although they did put on the ballot to open up primaries, is the establishment choices will always be the ones that move forward. And the problem with establishment choices on either side means that they're interested in corporations. They're not interested in us. And we really need to get back to having representation that cares about us.
I agree.
Our future, whether that be education or whatever, because I don't think everybody is like on the same page with education. I'm not even talking college. I'm just talking like kids. And kids getting the education that they need so that they can be successful in life. And like Florida we've been having a lot of problems with education for years. And I think that everybody can understand and relate to that. And I think those are the things that are important.
No, I agree.
Corporations, woo! But at the end of the day, that doesn't help the mass majority of the people that live anywhere.
Yeah, I get it. And I mean, unfortunately, that's the way it works,
Especially now.
Yeah, so it's whether one way or the other, and that's okay. I didn't want to try to get political, but I was interested in what had happened. I think it's very interesting. I think it's also interesting that took you, and now you're on the cover of Red Sonja, half naked. So yeah. That's a great thing. Hey, if political movements bring you to covers for cosplay, I'm all for it. Oh shit, that's funny.
No,
anyway.
it's great. Like I said, I mean, I have a lot of fun. I love the kids. Especially like when I dress up as Wonder Woman because I'm like the real Wonder Woman, because I'm so tall.
Yeah, you look. Yeah, like it's not a 5'4" Wonder Woman, even though I have no problem with that either. But I agree. Like I love kids and stuff like that. I was thanks RJ Flo. So I one time I like to dress up. Like I've been Pai Mei from Kill Bill, the kung fu teacher, a couple times, and I totally lose myself. I want
to be Black Mamba for that. Just so
that would be cool. That would be awesome. I would love to do that with you because you're taller than me. One day, let's do that. That'd be a lot of fun. And I could yell at you and hit you with a stick. You could wear the yellow Bruce Lee outfit. But like one time I was like a gorilla for Halloween. I'm like, I used to deliver pizza when I was young, right? Like the easy, quick money instead of serving was delivery driving. You have to deal with all the bullshit serving. So I like rented a Halloween gorilla once, right? I was a gorilla.
That sounds so hot.
Dude, it was so hot. You're in Florida, I'm in Arizona. It's a different heat, but it's still
so hot. Like, look, I'm wearing a wig, and like this is hot. I put up a fan over here.
Yeah,
I couldn't even imagine
wearing a wig. Yeah, but so but it was so much fun being a gorilla. Like all the kids would come out and deliver the pizza, and they all wanted pictures, or they were scared, and I love that too. So I can totally understand why you're doing it. Especially that's just a bonus. But now I think you have a lot of opportunities now. I mean, being on a cover, like I said before, I don't think it's an easy thing.
I'm so excited. I can't wait for when they come.
And it's a great cover too. That's the other thing. A lot of girls get on covers, but is it a great cover? So
I hope that I can. I really hope that I can do a Vampirella one. Like I've been waiting. I have like this exact like location. I'm like, okay, I know exactly what I want to do. COVID needs to end.
I'm excited. Whenever I see those really good Vampirella covers, I'll like say stuff like, oh, what would you do in that situation? And I'll be like, just bite me. Like, dude, let's go. Just go. Let's go. So, anyway, I was gonna hope if you have a little bit more time left to maybe see if anybody in the audience has some questions for you. Like,
yeah, go ahead.
So and I'll read them to you. It might take a second because we're a little laggy. But if you guys have questions, go ahead and put it in there right now.
If they're still here after the political talk.
They don't care. Here's the secret. You're never supposed to talk politics, but if it's a beautiful woman, no one cares.
You can try bouncing.
They're just like, oh my God. Let's see here. A lot of people are saying, like, well, Wiz says amazing woman. Let's see. Here's one. Okay, this could get you in trouble. Here we go. Who is your favorite comic book writer? Uh-oh.
I can't even. I can't comment on that because I'm going to be honest. I am way, way more of a fantasy book reader.
Okay, that's fine.
And so I can comment on that. I'm a huge fan of, used to be a bigger fan of Terry Goodkind, and he kind of like went downhill. But Jim Butcher, specifically the Codex Alera or Lara Codex, I really enjoyed what he did with that. And I'm actually working on my own thing. I haven't decided if I'm going to make a comic though or a book. But
let me ask you this: like, did I ask you what you did for a living?
I have done multiple things. Right now, I work for a medical practice. I am basically kind of a scheduling manager. They have about 10 different practitioners that are in the practice, but I work remotely. I work from home.
Oh yeah, you gotta adapt for sure.
But I was in computers for about a decade, and then I was in banking for about a decade, and
you're a chameleon like me. Did you build your own She-Ra power sword? Someone asked.
I did not.
Okay.
I did not. The link for that costume is in those pictures. I'm the first person to admit when I haven't built something.
Hey, honesty is the key. What other
and it lights up though, that one does light up as well as the rest of the suit. I had him build in lights.
Well, first, Wiz says totally cheered me up. It made my day, Steph. Thank you, Wiz. He's telling you. So, what other cosplay characters do you enjoy becoming besides the ones we've kind of talked about?
Well, I haven't done that many. I mean, I really haven't cosplayed that much because I was so like kind of committed to this Wonder Woman thing because being an Amazon, it made sense. But I really, like I said, I really enjoyed being Poison Ivy.
That was a good one too. That was a good one.
And I really enjoyed being Zoya the Destroyer.
See, that's when you really get into character And like that's what I love doing too. Like,
And it's like, yeah, so it's like, so actually the villains are a lot of fun for me. Like that's why, like, so that's why I was so excited to be doing my year of villains. I mean, I had fun for sure with Vampirella, and you know, 'cause she's sexy, and you feel sexy just wearing that. When the first time I put it on, I was like, I feel sexy. You know, I don't know if I look good. I'm like, but I feel like I look good.
well, that's all that really matters, how you feel. But believe me, you look good too. Do you read R.A. Salvatore?
I have read. It's been a while, but I have.
Johnny Rage says Steph is the best. I got to meet her at SuperCon 2019.
Yes. I was there. I think was that there with me? I know I saw him there.
Okay, so it says, which Marvel artist would you like to have illustrate you? She's not really into the comic thing. So like,
I mean, I have some comics, don't get me wrong. I just couldn't tell you like 100% because I feel like I'm not gonna lie and just like pick somebody that I know.
You're lucky
I could do it a disservice, you know?
You're lucky that you had Szerdy, you know. I could probably find that right now while we're talking.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah,
I walked up in that poison ivy, by the way, he's like, he just like, as soon as he saw me, he's like, see, that's a poison ivy. I was like, yay! I can be very girly, I'm sorry.
So, no, please, please be girly. So, someone says, how and when did you get into cosplay? I think we kind of covered that. It started with
just about 2 years ago. Little over 2 years ago.
So it kind of started with her organizing an event and dressing up like Wonder Woman, and then she fell in love with it and just kind of went with it. Let me see. I'm going to ask you a question really fast while I look up, see if I can find your image with Szerdy. But have you ever done Harley Quinn? And I think maybe you should try Punchline.
I will do Punchline. I will not do Harley Quinn.
Why? Because everyone else does Harley Quinn?
No, I just all right, you talk about being real with people. I'm gonna be real with you. Okay, so like when Harley Quinn came out in the series, and not in the comics, you know, on the TV, she annoyed the crap out of me. Remember, I'm super feminist and super strong, and I would never, ever, ever be a character like that. I could never. It's just it's not in me. My characters are always gonna be somebody that's a little strong. I mean, even She-Ra, like 80s She-Ra, like she was tongue-in-cheek super strong. Like the very first episode, I forget who it was, but somebody's like, oh, you clearly need a man to take you through this forest. And she had like, the horse starts to laugh. And she's like, oh, clearly. You know, but it's totally tongue-in-cheek. I don't think I could. I know Harley Quinn is like crossed over into a stronger female character. That's the one.
There it is. Yeah, that's the Szerdy. Szerdy's adaptation of your cosplay, and it is damn close. He changed the hair a little bit.
Yeah, and the sword's held differently. But yeah, but I mean, like I said, my friend also posed me incorrectly.
No, I think it's great. There it is. That's cool though. You got one of the best up and coming artists right now to actually.
Yeah, he's amazing. And by the way, the Wonder Woman that's there, where she's holding the flag, that one I took pictures for too. For him.
You did the Wonder Woman anniversary cover? The one I know
anniversary cover, but the one with the flag?
Yeah, let me see. Nathan Szerdy, Wonder Woman. There's going to be a lot of these because I have a lot of exclusives. It's just interesting that your work. I should have had him on. I think I know which one you're talking about. Let's see though if I can find it. I don't know if it's.
She's holding a flag. She's a little bit forward and a little bit off kilter.
This one, right?
Yeah,
the first
one.
Yeah, number 750, man. That's so you were in now. What did you go over to his house or did you just send him pictures?
No, so funny story. My foot was broken.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually broken when I had the pictures that you were showing before with him and even the one that's on the cover. My foot was broken. I was like just finishing healing. But he was really trying to get these covers done. And so he sketched what he wanted, and my friend took pictures. Like I said, the pictures were not as accurate, but because I'm so tall, he wanted to try and get the proportions right for somebody who's Amazonian.
Yeah, that makes sense.
but it's definitely not my face or anything. But
yeah, a lot of us.
I don't know if it did, but
a lot of us own these covers because I associate with Comics Elite, and Nathan Szerdy does a lot of Comics Elite stuff. But those were both exclusives. That and the Dynamite Red Sonja. Like I have them. I have all those. So I didn't know.
I'm still waiting for my copies that I need to get signed from.
Yeah, are they gonna? So is Dynamite gonna send you a bunch of the books?
I did. Yeah, I'm really excited to get them. I'm like,
will you do something like on your? So if they follow you on Instagram, the links below, or Facebook, will you do something where you do like a comment here and I'll send out a couple signed copies type of thing?
oh yeah.
That would be awesome. I want one.
But the question is do I want to go ahead and get them like, certified type of thing, for people?
Oh yeah, like you
sign it in front of somebody so that it's like not just some random signature.
That's really cool too. Though, well, what you could do is you can get someone over there that knows how to grade comics, and you get all the high grade ones and you put them assigned for that, and anything that's a couple grades lower you can sign and sell raw.
Right.
I know what I'm talking about. So, I think a lot of people want you to do Punchline, and so do I because I love Punchline.
Yeah, well, and the other thing, by the way, Harley is like Nini. She's big.
Yeah, Punchline she could go in the taller section, I think. I mean,
she definitely is in the taller section, and she's definitely more like kind of a hard ass. And I just, like I said, I associate a little bit more with that, and with the versus like the whole that's how I feel. Harley Fox. It's like this whininess all the time.
Have you done a
Power Girl? What's that?
Isn't it a Power Girl? She's tall.
Power Girl, I actually had created the costume, and when I was trying to figure out the hole, I screwed it up. So I'm waiting for more fabric actually to come to do it.
I got to be honest. I think you would knock out a Lady Death because I think you're the right body.
I'm so excited to do it too.
No,
and I even have my friend body paint me the one where she kind of is like the Day of the Dead type with the red. You seen that one? There's a statue with her with the red with the roses, and she's got like tattoos.
A Lady Death with.
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
So my friend Jesse, we were supposed to do it for SuperCon this year, where he was going to body paint me for it.
Yeah, I think. Now
it's a statue though, by the way. So it's a statue that where and her back is tattooed and she's wearing red versus black, and then she's got these roses.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it at Coffin Comics. They have one there because Coffin Comics is right like 10 minutes away from me. So
that's convenient.
Yeah, we do a lot of stuff together. But here it is. That on the right. One. Okay. So that would be really dope too. But
that was the one that he wanted me to do for SuperCon, but then I wanted to do the more traditional one.
Without the face stuff?
Right, without the red. There's another image that I like where she's got even that huge helmet that I wanted to do. But now I found another one that I think I really like. But it also has a little bit of red, but it's a little bit more traditional.
So you want to bust out the red?
I want to have some red.
In the outfit. Well, how about this? I got the perfect thing for you. I'll zoom up on my my doodad so you can see. So her cape, inside of her cape is red.
Yeah, I have a cape already that's red. Yeah, but no, there's this one. She's got like this shoulder thing. You know what? I'm on my phone and I can't just like send it to you, but I'll send you the picture afterwards.
Okay, cool.
What I want to do.
But yeah, I think you'd be perfect for that. All painted in white. It'd be trippy.
And by the way,
Matt,
the person who was like, "Oh, hey, look," he also told me that I should definitely look into doing Red Sonja and Vampirella and Lady Death.
Yeah, well, he's smart. He's a SICKO too. He's a member of the SICKO. He is a subscriber. That's all that matters. Oh, Wiz says a female Daredevil. That's kind of weird.
They have the female, where she's wearing the pink. Every person I've ever seen done that though is like 5 feet tall.
Who else would be good for you? There's just so many. But tall, yeah. Oh, Barbarella or something. Oh my I don't know. I think he. Oh my gosh, Ryan Atkins hit it on the mark. A Baroness.
She was on my list this year.
Yeah, that
I
would be.
told you it was supposed to be my year of villains. Baroness was totally on my list.
Well, honestly, you would make a great Judge Anderson from Judge Dredd. So we've been on for quite a while, and I don't keep you. We're closing in on an hour, and I'm doing another live show in half an hour. So,
oh well, then we need to say goodnight.
Yeah, well, I did. What do you think? This was a good first date, or?
I think it was a great first date, but next time you're buying me a drink. That's all I gotta say.
All right. So, anyway, what else was I say? You guys, please. Oh, She-Hulk. That's
I know.
A good
That's
one.
on my list too.
That's a good one. You guys send me some more ideas. A La Muerta too would be good too. A La Muerta. I have all that stuff. I have all the La Muerta and La Payasa. X-23 is too short. Let me see here what Black Widow too. She's kind of short, but yeah, I can see.
Yeah, I mean, I even have a Catwoman that I'm going to be doing, and I'm also going to be doing Black Cat, but they're also shorter.
Please do a Catwoman, please.
Oh yeah.
So let me see here. Incorrigible Goat Slayer says, You are awesome. I'm glad both of you are gaining traction in your respective followings. Thanks for the shout out, Steph, and thanks for recognizing my sickness, Bill. Of course, I'll never. How do you forget that name? Incorrigible Goat Slayer. You're the only one out of. So, oh my God, Ace just knocked it out of the park. Jessica Rabbit.
Oh yeah, that's on my list too.
Oh, you would kill. I've seen a lot of Jessica Rabbits, okay, but they were never tall enough, and you are.
You know, it's really hard though because I'm not the best seller. I'm not gonna lie, and because I am so tall, it's everything's got. If I'm gonna purchase something, and it's got to be custom, like super custom, because I am so tall. So that's part of the reason that it takes me so long to either make my own or to purchase it, is because everything. I just can't buy something. There's a lot of cosplayers. I mean, there's a lot of cosplayers that build their costumes, and there's a lot of people that buy their costumes. I definitely have to, if I don't make it myself, I have to go ahead and have it very, very custom made. And so it makes it complicated because I'm trying to learn to sew, but like stuff like that, that's like corset with the bonings and everything, it's kind of scary to me. I'm like, I'd rather work with metal and leather. I don't know why.
Well, I get it. Well, that's cool too. I mean, metal and leather, then you're Lady Death 100%. But like, I would say you could always start like a Kickstarter or a fundraiser on your site. Help me build and pay for this or that. I mean, I think
I did a little Kofi, and it just like, I don't know. I think more people want to see like OnlyFans, and I'm really happy with the cosplays that I do, and even the cover. I'm not wearing like what I'm wearing now is I do have a little silver, bikini underneath it. But in that picture, I'm not wearing the bikini underneath it. But it's like very kind of hidden. But I don't want to just be like, here's my butt, here's my boobs, I don't want to get money to do these things. Nothing against anybody who does. I'm not comfortable with it.
What are you talking about? Like showing something off to get money? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like taking
I'm not saying that.
like more like lewd people. No. I'm just saying like I have a Kofi and it doesn't really do all that well. But then like people want me to do OnlyFans or something that where people can show a little bit more. But I don't really feel comfortable doing that, and it kind of takes a little bit of fun for me.
Look, I don't want you to do that. I'm just saying like you could do a little thing. Hey guys, if you want to contribute, look, I would like to do this. I will. You know who I am. I'm not going to screw around. You get what you get, and I think we're all fine with that. Believe me. So, but hey, I wanted to build this Jessica Rabbit thing. I don't know if you wanted to help. You can. I can send you a 8x10 when it's finished, signed 8x10, or something. Something like that, where you can get them involved.
We're gonna have to talk after and like brainstorm for this because apparently I'm really bad at it.
I'm not sure if I want to go on a second date though. I gotta be honest. No, I'm just joking.
Oh
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
I don't even know what to say right now.
Yeah, my wife. Oh, geez. Okay, well, or Patreon. That's a good idea. Patreon. I
Yeah.
I have a Patreon. It's super easy to set up. People like to donate when they appreciate things that you're doing, or your cause or whatever. I mean, they'll give you $1 a month, $5 a month, something that can really add up. Mine isn't huge or nothing, but I could see a lot of ways that you could. And I don't even know. You probably have the money to do all this. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, trying to
Yeah.
help you out, and people like to get involved. They like to be a part of something, So if they see, oh, I would love to see you to Jessica Rabbit, or I'd love
I
to.
do have a Kofi up.
I think it's in the description. Is that the
It
one where you're in
was.
the
I mean,
bathtub?
I gotta put it back up too on I put our link for this up on my Instagram. But I'll put it back up.
Okay, that's the one when you're in the bathtub.
There's one there for that. Yeah. That's one of my only professional not at a con shots. Just so you know, I've had like 3 or 4 of them, but only one actual like session where it was a professional not at a con shot, and it was the first one, and it was the bathtub shots came out of that.
Well, yeah, I look. I'm really happy that you decided to do this and in quick notice too. I think it was really fun. I really hope everyone enjoyed it. I sure enjoyed talking to you and learning more. And what was I going to say? Oh man, I really, really appreciate that you put something on for the interview. You didn't have to do that, but it was a lot of fun, and that is a testament to you that you are a lot of fun. So,
well, I don't
really
get to put makeup on much these days.
yeah, we're all trapped at home. So I just wanted to say thanks again. If you want to stick around just for 1 second, I'm going to end it, but I'll pull you out.
Okay, well, I just want to say I don't know who's here or who's not because it's on my phone and it's too far away and I can't see anything. But thank you for everybody that joined in, and thank you Bill for having me. This was a lot of fun, and I hope that we can do it again sometime. Hopefully, I'll get another cover or something.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I'm excited. I think you might just knock the park out of a Lady Death. I really do. So I'm excited. We'll look at that. We'll see what happens with that. Maybe I can help somehow. I have no real pull. I'm just a friend of a friend. But I'm super excited again, and thanks so much. You're beautiful, and you're a very nice person. And congratulations on your cover on Red Sonja, and hopefully many more. Bye, doggy.
Yeah, right.
All right, let me do the outro and hang on 1 sec.